Here comes he. Don't you knock over that camera, you. What are you doing, big boy? What are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can I get to my stuff? Can I get to my stuff? Yeah. Hi everyone, it's Jenna from Live Your Positive Life, and I am doing a horse video. Yay! So I want to talk to you about some products that I use if you are a mom and you have horses, or if you're just another equestrian that's short on time and you want to stay friendly to your budget but keep your horse healthy and happy. I have a couple of solutions for you. I have worked part-time for a couple of different salaries from high school up until about 3 or 4 years ago, off and on. And so I've had a lot of contact with products. I've also been in big barns. I've also been by myself in a smaller barn. So I've kind of had to adapt or, you know, figure some things out if I run out of something because there was nobody to borrow anything from, or, you know, that sort of thing. Every horse owner knows what I'm talking about. Necessity is the mother of invention. So I want to first talk to you about a couple of products before I get into tack and some of the things that riders use. Horseman's One Step. This now comes in a spray. I mean, ingenious. Literally, I should have brought out my saddle. Literally, spray it on, take a rag, wipe it off. This is absolutely perfect for the cleanings in between. Let me see, you get there. The cleanings in between your actual tack cleaning. And I mean, if you're like me, that might be my actual tack cleaning. Sorry to all my previous trainers that have instilled such good habits into me. I'm running low on time. So this stuff at Dover Saddlery is $9.99, highly worth it. I've had this can now for 8-9 months and I use it all the time. After I get done riding, I douse my bridle with it. I clean my saddle, both underneath flaps, underneath of the billet straps. So this has gone a long way. There's something about that micro mist spray that makes it last. The other one I want to talk to you about that is a product worth its weight in gold is the Cowboy Magic. Everybody knows about Cowboy Magic, and if you haven't tried it yet, I'm going to have to insist that you go out to your local saddlery and get a bottle right now, because no kidding, this amount of product will go through your entire horse's tail. This stuff is magical. And I've had this bottle here, this squeezy bottle, oh my gosh, a year, a dime, not even a dime, like a pea size goes a long way. And true to Cowboy Magic, manufactured in Anaheim, California, shout out to the USA, it is only tested on humans, no animal testing. So run out immediately, get that. The other thing that I have fallen in love with horse product wise is Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. This one is in eucalyptus. They do have one that is a baby formula, so it's I don't know how much more gentle you can possibly get with Castile soap, but that the baby version removes all scents. It's all organic, it's all fair trade. It is just amazing to smell. This is the eucalyptus. And one $10 bottle, I actually split like a multitude of different ways. This is an excellent household cleaner. This goes into, I actually make a peppermint, when I have their peppermint. I actually make a peppermint vanilla. I know it doesn't sound, you know, but it's good. It smells really good. I actually make a peppermint vanilla household cleaner out of Castile soap. So a $10 bottle is going to go, it's going to be used 110 different ways. This is like the camper's delight right here, because you can wash your hair and your body and then wash your dishes with it when you were out camping. You have to have this in your barn anyway. I mean, you can wash your tack room floors with it. You can wash your horses' buckets with it. You can wash out the waterer with it, because everything in here is all natural. And I know, like, we like to use bleach when we tackle our troughs, ladies and gentlemen. But you know, if we just use this won't leave any residue behind. There won't be any need to worry about whether or not our horses are ingesting even a tiny bit of bleach. This Castile soap, Dr. Bronner's, you gotta get into this stuff. Obviously not tested on animals, fair trade, all organic, all natural, beautiful thing. Okay, I wanna get into rider wear, actually. I have here my SSG Digitals. These are my riding gloves. These gloves here are the most comfortable glove that you are ever going to wear in the saddle. These micro beads, I was using flat reins and they did not slide through my hands. Flat reins. I don't use flat reins on my mare, but I have used flat reins on the retired fox hunter who is dead quiet. But either way, you know, we even got into trouble a little bit out on the trail one time, and you know, she tried to pull the reins right through, she couldn't. So these are fantastic. I highly, highly, highly recommend them. The SSG Digitals are retail for about $35. I did get mine at Dover Saddlery. Your hands don't sweat. I've used these in the heat of winter. I mean, the heat of summer, and they're fantastic. I can't really say enough about them. Really good gloves. But I do have a little trick for you when it comes. Oh, by the way, these are 4 years old, and these get heavy use. The next pair I have is the SSG Rancher Gloves. Now these are beat up. These I use, oh my gosh, 4 times a week. Now these are 2 years old. I just want to let you know, these are 2 years old. This is what it looks like under extremely heavy wear. I will replace them before winter. It didn't matter in the summer that, you know, I had some thermal exposed, because who cares, but I will replace them this year. So every 2 years I'm going through a pair of SSG Ranchers, and oops, they are $36.99 at Dover Saddlery. So every 2 years, so about $15 a year I'm spending on ranching gloves, and these things are warm in the winter. Besides the days where they're a bitter cold and you just can't, there's nothing you can do because it's that cold, these will keep you warm and dry. I can't say enough about the SSGs. They don't have any grip in the palm, but mucking, you know, 5 stalls and, you know, leaf blowing my aisles and raking the paddocks and, oh my gosh, any other type of variety of work that you can think of, these have gone through and they've done very well. Okay, rider gear a little bit more. I want to talk about the Tredsteps. These are, again, 5 years old. They do have a little bit of wear. I have worn these extremely in extreme heavy use. I mean, come off one horse, get on another. I usually ride in my tall boots, but since having a baby, I can't fit into my tall boots yet, but I will. But in the meantime, I use these. They did have maybe about a year break, but when I was riding multiple horses a day, these were way more comfortable for me to ride in than my tall boots. You know how that is. I highly recommend them. I know that if it's between like the $30 pair of half chaps and the Tredsteps, I would recommend going towards the Tredsteps, and you will only have to buy half chaps maybe once unless you change sizes. You might only have to change them one time. I highly recommend them. Extremely comfortable. I want to talk about helmets. I want to talk about my Charles Owen GR8. This thing is comfortable. What a comfortable helmet. It's comfortable in the winter, it's comfortable in the summer, it's comfortable in the spring, it's comfortable all seasons, and It's just extremely worth it. Everybody who is around horses knows Charles Owens' reputation, and I know that some of his helmets can go up until about the $400 range. And if you really are, I mean, you should always sink money into your helmet. Always sink your money in your helmet. You can forego the $15 horse shampoo for the $10 bottle. Save the money for the helmet, please, please. And if you have a child that's starting to ride, please invest in the helmet. Go cheap on the boots and the riding clothes. The GR8 is, besides it being comfortable, this is probably one, I don't even know if you can tell how thick the protection is. It comes down a little bit lower in the back. If you're looking for a helmet that is on the higher end, but is still moderately priced, I recommend the Charles Owens GR8. At Dover Saddlery right now, it is $299. $299. You want to make sure that you're protecting your cranium at all times. This one is a fantastic. I leave it when I'm trailering my horse. While I'm walking her onto the trailer, I wear it. When I'm putting her into the stall to untack, it's still on my head. This helmet doesn't leave my head until all horses are secure. All tack is secure, and I've learned the hard way. So GR8, $299, well worth it. Speaking of where to sink your money and where not to sink your money, I want to talk to you about the Dover Saddlery's half pad. Oh, can you see? Okay. This is dirty. It's never been washed, which is completely unlike me. I know. But you know that when you're working with sheepskin, you have to wash with Melp's soap, and I don't know. I just really haven't gotten that far. The Dover Saddlery's, this is their version is called the Circuit, and this is, I would say, in direct competition with the Mattis pad. The Mattis pad being $229.99. This is $109.99. I would say that before you purchase the Mattis, give this a try. Really give this a try. This is, it's a little bit longer than the Mattis. It sticks out underneath your saddle by a little bit more, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. I think it fits really well. This is just a really great version of the Mattis. I think that Dover Saddlery did very well. If that's what they were trying to do, they succeeded. I have no complaints about this half pad whatsoever. You can see how much use it has gotten. I just think it held up incredibly well. I mean, it hasn't been washed once. It's about 4 or 5 years old. There is not like one hole, one rub, one thread missing. I recommend it. I just do. I think it's a fantastic product. Speaking of pads, I want to talk about what is this one right here? This is the Riders International Quilted Cotton. I have my initials emblazed back there, you can see, and I have so this is, you know, horse people understand. I have the navy with the maroon, and I have the maroon with the navy. Anyway, I have a stack of these, all color coordinated. Judge me if you want. These are phenomenal. They're $19.99, which is why I have a stack of them. You can see these things have been used. They have been, I think they are about 6 years old now. Some of these I had from my previous mare. That was, oh my gosh, that was 6 years ago, and I had them with her, so it was 10 years ago. I mean, there is not one thread. Look at this. There is not one thread missing, not one pull, not one rub mark, not one, I don't know, anything. Look at the underside. Again, heavy use. I don't use baby pads. So you can see that there was nothing protecting these saddle pads when they were rented. And I would literally, you know, just change out my saddle pad, get on another horse. Hence why you should use baby pads. I don't know. They just kind of ball up underneath of my saddle pad. I never got into them. I mean, the Velcro even still works. There's just, I don't know, I know that there's a lot of cute saddle pads out there, and I know that, you know, it can be addicting, but, you know, when you're thinking about spending $50 on a saddle pad versus $20 that's going to last you forever and ever, go with the $20, save the $30 for your farrier bill or to put into your helmet. Get yourself a couple of these, you can't go wrong, I promise. So I think that's it. That's what I have for you today. I am so glad that you're here. I'm gonna go do the rest of my barn chores now. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm starving, but you know the horses have to be finished first. I gotta go pick up their pastures, check their waterers, give them a good grooming, and I'll be out of here for the day, and I'll be back tonight to check on them again. So it's what we do. It's why we do it. We live for this, right? Am I right? We live for this. They are our friends, and we need to take care of them just like we take care of our friends. If you are interested in seeing more horse videos, let me know. I have an extremely large wealth of knowledge of horse products. There isn't a product that I haven't come into contact with. There isn't a company that I don't have an opinion about. I will tell you my honest and open, honest opinion, I promise. And if there's any other things that you want to see horse-wise, please let me know, because I'm looking for more inspiration. Shoot me an email, put it down in the comments section. I would love to hear about it. All right, guys, thank you. Have a really good rest of the weekend. Bye. Me and my Scarlet. It's my girl. It's my girl and her friend. Hey, the baby. You say hi to the camera? Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, babies. Hi, baby. I love you. I do. I love you.